Good day, people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Elliott Wave Principal. I'm your host, Shaheen. In today's video, we are going to turn the information, the analysis, into a trading setup, and I'm going to attempt that and trying to do that in front of you here. And we are going to go and observe gold. I made a call earlier this week that we are going to be bullish on gold, and we are going to transform that information right now to some practical objective analysis, actually trading setup. Right, so before we head on to that, if you want to support me, come join me on Elliott on patreon.com/Elliott Wave Green. Here I am providing weekly analysis of gold and silver along with the dollar index basket currencies. So this is only small amount of fees that I'm charging, which is $29 per month. Initially I was going to for actually $200 per month, but then I decreased it just for $29 USD per month. And it's, if you're trading forex and if you want some really valuable information, then believe me, it's just peanuts. So let's get back to our analysis and see what's happening. First of all, in my previous video I gave an analysis, and you can look back on YouTube and see what's actually happening long term. Now that we have information that we are bullish on gold, so I'm trying to transform that information to a trading setup and see where the prices are heading. First of all, when you look at the chart, first of all, we have seen this trend is broken right now, and we can actually say that by looking at simply the support zone. The resistance zone is broken right now. It got retested as well, and we can look at it right over here. Okay, so if you guys want, you can actually turn that into a ending diagonal or a whatever suits you guys. The basic point is, if you draw a support line covering this whole price action from top to bottom, is now broken and it's got retested. This is on a 15-minute chart. Right now we can see that the price went on, came back, went up, and then this area is now getting retested. So as far as Elliott wave analysis is concerned, before we head on to Elliott wave analysis, let's have a look what are we heading at. So since we are looking at this whole price action, we can see that the power that was actually bringing this down has been actually taken over by the bullish trend. The initial step has already happened. What is the next resistance that we are covering apart from this whole trend? And this brings us to the horizontal resistance right over here. So this is the next resistance. Now if you look at the 15-minute chart, one thing happens. Once happen is that price hits the resistance, comes back, stay in this area. This is very important area. Not a lot of many people use it in technical analysis. So sometime what happens is that price goes, hits back and comes all the way down, but when it has to go up, and then this is classic behavior, that it finds the resistance, comes back, stays within the area, and then it finds the support in a lower area. For example, here you guys can see the support came in this particular correction structure right over here. So the point is here that the prices went on and then retested it. So the next target is right now this one. I believe there are a couple of things are possible. First of all, that we can actually see the prices to head on all the way over there. Alright, and then they'll bounce off, and then we'll see some kind of support coming in from the previous structure, which is right around this one. Okay, so if I draw this right over here, and this brings it to the around 50-ish%. Alright, give me a moment. So we can, from this bottom to the top, we can draw that, and we can see that the 50% is also coming in action as well. So we can use 50% or this line. Both are really useful. The initial, and one other thing is possible, that sometime the prices does not actually stop at the resistance level. In that case, it just happens like this, and it will actually fall back right over here, and it will do that. Okay, both things are possible. If we see that the prices are being resisted in this area, this is my own personal style. When as soon as price is gonna hit in this area, I'll look at the price action, and then I'll try to actually close the market, and then I'll wait for the price action to tell me what's actually happening. But it can actually simply cross that too. Both things are expected right now, and we actually, when the market is alive, we look at these things at that moment. Let's have a look at the Elliott wave analysis. What is the Elliott wave analysis telling us? Okay, so we can see this as wave 1 and this as wave 2, assuming that this did not go actually beyond that. This as wave 3, this as wave 4, and we can easily say that this as wave 5 and that will be stop, but things are not like that. Normally one of the waves is extended, and in this case we can see wave 1 is not extended, wave 3 is not extended, so that gives us wave 5. So it means we'll consider this as wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, so we can consider the 5 right over here in this top. Once again, this 5 can actually go easily all the way over there. And the important thing is that when wave 5 is extended, then what happens? A sharper reaction is expected, right? So let's say in this case the resistance comes over and wave 5 is extended, then normally a sharper action comes over in the wave 2-ish area, and here this is wave 1 and wave 2. So this is more likely that we are going to see prices maybe falling all the way back to this area when it hits the target right over here. Let's have a look. I want to draw another 5 wave structure within it. It is smaller wave 1 and smaller 2 and smaller 3 and smaller 4 and smaller 5. Okay, let me change the labeling of it. Parameters and intermediate, and which is smaller than minor. Okay, here you go. So these in the smaller 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, especially 3, 4 and 5 are just for guidance, but we can see that here we got the information where we can actually analyze that the trend is going upward. The support and resistance is acting really good together. We have Elliott wave analysis coming to us, giving us the resistance. The traditional resistance studies is giving us a target area as well. We can also see that when the price is right over here, we should avoid to join the trend. If we do not decide to join the trend, this one, then that's okay. But especially when the prices are right over here, it will be worst time to join the trend. When the prices actually just get in this area, at that time we should give it plenty of time. There is a possibility that prices actually can go through it, but in case prices do not go through it, and then the immediate support comes right over here, which is pretty deep right now, giving us, this is the 5th wave and it's an extended wave. So we have wave 1, 2, 3 and 4 and then 5. So let's say 50% does not come into contact, and the next percent I want to see where exactly it is. So we can see that this next one is 62.5. so we can actually bring that in mind, that there is a possibility that 62.5 percent retracement will be of in the horizon once prices hit in here. Right now, since we are assuming this one, so I want to not make any mistakes. I want to be trading this successfully. So in this case, I want to join right over here. I myself personally already am in the trade, but if I want to join the trend right over here, I'll put my stop loss right over here, and then I'll wait for the prices to move on. In case I do not, I want to add on to my position, I'll wait for the price of this top to be broken, and I'll add on to it. And when I add on to it, for that particular small, that should be small trade, and that particular small trade price should be right over here. It should be not a full degree or a full scale trade, just a minimal. Let's say you are trading 1 ounce, so I mean 100 ounce of gold. In that case, you might want to add another 10 ounces. So it should be a small trade theoretically. Similarly, when we have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 in place, and you want to add another something into your previous positions, then similarly you can add another onto it, and then you can put your stop loss at the end of wave 2. So this is the proper way. The main thing is giving us the study is telling us that we should avoid getting into the trade in this area. Wish you good luck with your trading, and if you want to join me, come join me on patreon.com/Elliott Wave Green. Wish you good luck with your trading. Have a good one. Bye bye.